With the longer evenings and cracking weather, I've headed into the forest to make the most of some of the off-piste trails that, until recently, I didn't even know existed, despite riding past them numerous times over the last year. So how did I come to know about these secret trails, I hear you ask? Well, recently I got invited to ride with a few awesome local riders.
Let's do it.
And after the last year of mostly solo rides, it was great to be led down some new and exciting trails. Riding them blind for the first time was great, but today I've come back to re-ride some of the more interesting features once again. I want to have a proper look and see if I can clean up my riding a bit more. But before we do that, let's check out some of the trails we explored. The ride was a good laugh, but it wasn't all fun and games.
Oh, you alright? Oh, you alright?
After executing the perfect barrel roll, Gray was back upon his bike without an issue. And it certainly didn't slow him down. We dropped into this route from the top of the hill, which starts off as a nice loamy blast through the trees. It's actually a pretty pleasant top section. There's nothing too technical and it flows quite well, but it does end with an interesting choice of steep drops that bring you out onto the fire road. Rob led us into the next blind section. Someone awkward had placed a tree just before what looked like a steep drop. Carrying no speed, we decided to go around this time. I didn't get a look at this properly on the day, but coming back today, I thought I'd give it another go. This time, however, my approach was much worse and I basically slid sideways straight into the tree. Fully committed, I rolled the drop anyway, and actually it was pretty easy. Not a bad entry section to a trail, although pretty poorly executed by me. We kept heading down the hill with another section of natural single track. The entrance to this is just off one of the main trails here, and I'm so surprised I haven't seen it before. It starts on this really cool ridge and then heads down this awesome rolling drop. This is a well-ridden track and I can clearly see why. This is actually quite a fast bit of trail and there were a few elements that surprised me, but that's to be expected seeing as this was my first trip down it. I love these natural woodland trails. They twist and wind around the trees and make the most of the elevation. This one has some sharp turns, faster sections, and the added bonus of not being able to see the corners properly because of all the bushes. Great fun. It really is an awesome piece of trail that I will definitely be riding more regularly, and I can't believe I haven't ridden it before now.
Oh no!
I wonder how many other trails are still out there to be found.
Riding this place, I'm still amazed at how many other trails and things that I find that I've never ridden. I've ridden here all the way through lockdown and pretty much for the last 2 years I've been exploring the place. But every time I come with someone new or I'm just having a little slow ride and a look around, I find a new trail or a new line that I haven't done. Epic.
No sooner had I spoken, then this happened.
So I've just spotted a potentially deadly little trail just along here. I don't know how long it is or where it goes, but we'll give it a try, shall we?
The entrance to this was easy to miss and kind of janky.
Pretty rough and ready. Oh, it keeps going. Ooh. It looks pretty fresh. I have no idea where it goes. I love exploring.
Although short, this trail has an exciting finale. This bit is just loads of off-camber routes covered by a thin layer of dirt, so it gets pretty sketchy, but it then turns into a steep drop onto the fire road.
That's awesome. That's an amazing little trail. Oh, I'm doing that again. That was amazing. That may not have looked very impressive on camera, but yeah, starts on those routes down there, sharp turn into this, and this is pretty gnarly. That's my bike just down the bottom there. I absolutely loved that, that was amazing.
I couldn't help but to head back up and ride it again. It was just as much fun the second time around and a really exciting feature to ride. Which is more than can be said for this next challenge that we got introduced to. This last trail I want to show you starts off as innocently as any other. A lovely ride through the sunny forest on some sweet loamy trails, which quickly turned into some steep off-camber rooty sections. Now, what you don't see here is Gray fearlessly taking a crack at this next feature and ending up on the floor. Take a look, he just kind of disappears.
Ooh.
Is that it? That's it.
Blimey.
So I've yet to make it through the trees. Great, you absolute nutter. You doesn't even seem that bad. Hold my beer.
This didn't exactly fill us with confidence, but we still lined up for our attempts. Everyone slowly made their way down the hill without incident.
Nice.
Until it was just me left at the top. Here we go.
Oh no, foot down! I thought I had that then.
I made it around the tricky corner only to put my foot down on the easy flat.
Oh, I'm really gutted.
I'm not having that. So today I'm back to take a closer look.
You won't be able to see very easily on GoPro, but this is pretty steep. Let's take a quick peek. So I nearly just fell on my bum right there, but you can't see that. But
on the GoPro this probably looks just flat, and I can hear you all saying, well, I could ride that easily.
So that's my bike way up behind that tree there, and the route basically comes down here and it hits those rooty, loose sort of bits and bobs on the corner there, and then used to have a sharp turn across here. It's still got that, but this corner is completely blown out now. The last time I managed to get all the way down and I got to here before I put my foot down, just before the tree, and the rest of it not a problem. My brakes are definitely going to be squeaking, but this is going to be an interesting run.
After checking it out, I climbed back up to my bike to give it a go. And yeah, I was slightly nervous.
There we go.
As I drop in, I was positioned right over the back of my bike for the steep section, but can I make the bottom turn?
Nice.
Yes, I can. Clean with no problems. Awesome. I'm fully stoked that I managed to re-ride some of these features today. Thanks to Rob, Gray, Joe and Dan for showing me some epic new single track in the forest, and thank you guys for watching. Go and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.
That was good, except for holding my front brake.